I'd like to start by letting everyone know that it is time that we need to come together and make the revolution ourselves. We no longer need to wait for the government, we no longer need to wait for companies. We need to start the change by ourselves. So very quickly, I'm going to be talking this morning on harnessing the power of talent. I will start by letting us know that if for anything, it is the best time as HR professionals to begin to make a change and lead the change. Enough of us giving excuses because we are in an era that favors talent more as businesses are beginning to move from being business-centric to people-centric. Organizations now understand that for their business strategies to be delivered, they need to have people at the center of everything. And that gives power to the people. That also gives power to the talents of every organization. Like you can see here, there's a whole lot of changes going on. I'm sure we are all very familiar with this, with the entire change in technology, change in work processes, change in the workforce, change in the demography of people in the organization as well. Very recently, I think earlier in the year, we had a community event in the office, so we're all gisting, And as we're gisting, so currently we have 4 generations of the workforce. Do you know that? We have 4 generations of the workforce now. As we're gisting, the senior manager, the MDs were talking about how they were recruited into Accenture and how work used to be an Accenture in those days. In those days whereby they have this very big computer system that they used to use there. You send information one day, you wait 24 hours to get a response from our other location. It was like that. And of course, I also remember seeing the offer letter of our senior manager. It was typewriter. I remember the typewriter letters. That was what we used then in those days. So we're talking about their experience coming into Accenture and how it was for them then. There are another set of people who are, this is not the baby boomers now, but the Gen X also talked about how their experience was getting into Accenture. I also shared my experience, how it was when I was applying for work and I was going from one organization to another. I had copy CV, I had all sort of CVs, different formats. And we're all talking and sharing experience. And lo and behold, the newbies among us, the young ones, the interns right now, also talked about their experience, how Accenture sent them, a link for their, how they have to send in the e-copies of their CV. In addition to that, how Accenture sent them a link for their digital interviewing, how they had to do a selfie video as a digital interview, sent it to Accenture, we reviewed it. We have the digital interview, we're using our online platform called HireView. So they were also talking about different experiences. So we're in a world whereby we have different demographics of people with different experiences. So where does this put the organization? Where does this put the organization? So we have an organization that have different demographics, like I said earlier, and how now do they need to begin to address the need of these 4 different generations that we have in the workplace to ensure that they deliver on the business imperatives. So at this point, it becomes very critical for us to begin to focus on our talent as individuals. Companies focus on customers, so they create products, they create services to suit the customer's needs. So the Uber we have today came out of the need to satisfy people's desire, people's basic need, right? And a whole lot of other, the online shopping, everything is around convenience. We want convenience anyway, right? So right now, companies understand that they need to use this model to begin to look at their talents as well and begin to treat individuals, talents as individuals, even though they're from 4 different demographics, 4 different generations, for them to be able to deliver on the business imperative. How can they do this? If you would ask me. Sorry? Yes, by being people-centric. Putting people at the middle of everything. Before, the business model we used to have had technology, business, then people around it. So you design your technology, you design your people, your business, then you now shoveling some people, guys, this is our strategy, run. And a lot of people don't have the connection with the business strategy because most of the time it's being imposed on them without clarity, without understanding. Because this is your target, these are your KPIs, checkpoint, performance management, checkpoint, this is what you need to do, these are the checklists and everything, and it all goes on like that. But all of that is evolving now, and businesses are also beginning to understand that because they need to begin to put people at the center of everything. Your people, then your business, and of course technology all around it. So we've said this. People have to be at the middle. Then how do we go about this? So people ask, so how do I make my talents in the middle of my business strategy to ensure that they deliver on my business imperatives? Very simple. We need to begin to also change the mindset of how we approach issues. And that is why the design thinking approach comes into play. In design thinking approach, it's time, it's like a designery approach that designs processes to suit your need. So for instance, if you want a tailor to design a cloth for you, your tailor will not use somebody else's size for you, right? Yeah, your tailor will use your size for you. They will design it to fit the curve, the shape, the length, the breadth, and everything. And that's the approach that we as HR professionals need to begin to use in solving problems. So the design thinking approach puts people at the middle to solve problems with empathy and clear understanding in terms of what the problem is and how can we solution together. Design thinking approach also brings about the model of solutioning with people and not solutioning for people. A lot of times, we HR professionals, when there are issues and we're crafting our EVP, we're crafting all our human capital strategy, we sit, we brainstorm as HR people, and we come out with these wonderful ideas, leaving the people out of it. So we come out with solutions for the people, and you realize that by the time you implement these solutions, it usually doesn't work out. There are usually gaps. There would be enough buy-in, there are struggles, there are pushbacks, the entire change management process. So with design thinking approach, it says you need to discover and solve with people. So for us, the last EVP that we had in the office, we had a design thinking workshop. Design thinking is fun, it's iterative, it's playful, it's creative. We call people into the office, we give them post-its, we stick their ideas, what do you want, and all of that. We do the whole affinity cluster. At the end of the day, we tell them the vision of the organization. So it's important that when we are solutioning first, you get them to understand the vision of the organization first. If you don't have the vision, if you don't understand and buy into the vision of the organization, then there's usually going to be a gap. Tell the vision of the organization to our talents to ensure that they find a place in the organizational vision of that company. If they don't find a place in the vision, if they don't believe in the vision, even we as HR people, if we don't believe in the vision of the organization, we would struggle and definitely have human capital issues. That's very, very important. So, in design thinking, set the vision of the organization to the people, then ask them, these are the issues that we have. How do we solve? You will realize that you will find a lot of feedbacks, you find a lot of thoughts, you find a lot of ideas from people that you as HR can put together. The reality is not all the ideas that they share that will work, but there can always be a middle ground, which will definitely benefit the organization and of course the individual. And afterwards, once that's the discover phase, then you describe, oh, okay, we want to achieve this is what our people are saying, we put heads together, and then you come together with your own point of view. That based on this is what the organization is proposing. So we realize that there's high attrition, these are the issues. We understand that we cannot, meet all the issues, but what are the other seemingly, things that people need in the office? So we had one very recently and we were so worried. And we realized that when we got the feedback from people, it was as little as Accenture partnering with shopping malls and all of that people wanted, as little as that, gift vouchers. It was so little. Right? But we wouldn't know, but because we were there discussing, solutioning, brainstorming together, how can we bring this alive? Then we got that, we got that thought from them. Then the next we need to co-create. As the world continues to evolve, with focus on employee experience and as well as customer experience, it's important that we co-create together. So it's no longer solutioning and shoving it down to people. You co-create with people, understand what their basic needs are, and of course let them know what they bring on the table. Talking about talents. Talent is people with a movement of potential. So at Accenture, we ask ourselves, how can we help you unlock your potential? You'll be amazed at the power of what people can do. We need to ensure we create an enabling environment for people that allows people to thrive. We need to ensure we create an environment that gives people the opportunity to be their best self. We need to ensure that we create an environment that allows people to flourish and not just to feel diminished at work. So it's also important that we allow them to also make investments to be their best self. So what's our role? Our role is we need to be responsible and responsible leaders as needed. It's important that we understand all of it and we begin to put in action right now to ensure that we get the best out of our talent. So this means for us to begin to reimagine how we think. Our thoughts are powerful. How we think, how we also work. We need to begin to reimagine and begin to see what are the better ways that I can bring the best creative enabling environment for my talents to thrive. Thank you.